Have you ever felt like life was completely ignoring you? No matter how badly you wanted something, no matter how many nights you stayed awake thinking about it, no matter how many times you prayed, nothing changed. You watched other people succeed while your own life stayed exactly the same. The opportunities never came. The money never arrived. The relationship you dreamed about never appeared. And slowly, you began asking yourself a painful question. Why does life seem to work for everyone except me? If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. Millions of people spend years believing that the universe has forgotten them, that they're simply unlucky, that some people are born to win, while others are born to struggle forever. But what if the problem isn't the world around you? What if the real answer has been inside your own mind this entire time? More than 100 years ago, one of the greatest psychologists in history started asking these exact same questions. His name was Carl Jung. For years, Jung searched for answers about the human mind. Why do some people completely transform their lives, while others remain trapped in the same cycle for decades? Why do certain opportunities seem to appear effortlessly for some, yet disappear from the lives of others? After years of studying the unconscious mind, symbols, dreams, and human behavior, Jung reached an idea that completely changed the way he looked at reality. He believed that much of our life is influenced by forces we don't consciously notice. Our hidden beliefs, our deepest emotions, the patterns stored inside our unconscious mind. According to Jung, the world we experience often reflects the world we carry inside ourselves. In other words, before your life changes, your inner world has to change first. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever met someone who walked into a room and instantly captured everyone's attention without saying much? Or someone who seemed to attract opportunities wherever they went? It wasn't always because they were smarter, more talented, or simply luckier. Very often, it was because they had already changed the way they saw themselves. Their confidence influenced their decisions. Their decisions changed their actions, and those actions slowly changed their entire reality. Carl Jung believed that until we become aware of what is happening inside our unconscious mind, it will continue directing our lives without us even realizing it, and we'll keep calling it fate. So, what if the life you've always wanted isn't as far away as you think? What if you've simply been using the wrong approach all along? In this video, you'll discover powerful psychological ideas inspired by Carl Jung that can help you break free from limiting beliefs, reshape your mindset, and move closer to the life you've always imagined. And one of the final lessons may completely change the way you see yourself forever. Don't skip a single minute. Carl Jung believed that the greatest force controlling your life isn't outside of you, it's inside you. Most people think they're making conscious decisions every day. But according to Jung, much of our behavior is driven by the unconscious mind, a part of yourself that quietly stores your fears, your past experiences, your emotional wounds, and the beliefs you've repeated since childhood. The strange thing is, most people don't even realize those beliefs exist. They simply accept them as reality. If you've spent years telling yourself, "I'm not good enough," "Success isn't for people like me," "Nothing ever works out in my life," your unconscious mind begins treating those thoughts as facts, and without realizing it, you start making decisions that prove those beliefs right. You hesitate when an opportunity appears. You avoid taking risks. You give up earlier than you should, not because you can't succeed, but because a hidden part of your mind has already convinced you that failure is inevitable. This is why two people can face the exact same situation, yet create completely different outcomes. One person sees an opportunity, the other sees danger. One keeps moving forward after failure, the other stops trying forever. The situation isn't what creates the result. Their unconscious beliefs do. Carl Jung expressed this idea with one of his most famous thoughts: until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Think about that for a moment. How many things have you called bad luck when they were actually the result of beliefs you never questioned? How many dreams have you abandoned simply because your mind convinced you they were impossible? The truth is, your unconscious mind isn't your enemy. It's like a program that has been running for years. The good news is that programs can be rewritten, but rewriting your mind doesn't happen in a single day. Years of repeated thoughts created your current beliefs. New beliefs also require repetition. Each time you challenge fear instead of obeying it, you weaken the old program and strengthen a new one. Little by little, your unconscious mind begins accepting a new reality. But first, you have to become aware that they're there. And that's exactly where real transformation begins. Because the moment you start recognizing the hidden beliefs controlling your decisions, you stop becoming a prisoner of your past, and you finally begin creating your future with intention. So the question isn't whether your mind is shaping your life. The real question is, who programmed your mind in the first place? And more importantly, can you rewrite that program? In the next part, you'll discover exactly how to begin doing that. Now comes the most important question. If your unconscious mind has been shaping your life for years, can you actually change it? Carl Jung believed the answer was yes, but not by pretending everything is perfect, and not by repeating empty positive words that you don't truly believe. Real transformation begins with awareness. The first step is to observe yourself without judgment. Pay attention to your thoughts. What do you say to yourself when something goes wrong? What is your first reaction when you fail? Do you immediately blame yourself? Do you tell yourself you're not good enough? Or do you see failure as something you can learn from? Most people never stop to notice these automatic thoughts. They simply accept them as the truth. But the moment you begin questioning them, they start losing their power. The second step is replacing old patterns with new ones. Every time your mind tells you, "I can't do this," ask yourself, is that really true? Or is it just an old belief I've carried for years? Your brain cannot instantly erase years of negative thinking, but it can slowly build a stronger way of thinking. One decision at a time, one thought at a time, one habit at a time. Another powerful practice is visualization. Not because imagining success magically changes reality, but because your mind becomes familiar with the person you're trying to become. Close your eyes for a few minutes every day. Imagine yourself speaking with confidence, making better decisions, achieving your goals, feeling calm under pressure. The more clearly your mind experiences that future, the easier it becomes to act like that person in real life. Carl Jung believed that what we repeatedly bring into consciousness slowly transforms who we are. Think about the person you want to become, someone who is confident, calm under pressure, focused on solutions instead of problems. Now ask yourself, what would that version of you do today? Would they keep making excuses? Or would they take action, even if they felt afraid? This is how real change begins. Not by changing your entire life overnight, but by making one better decision after another. Every positive choice sends a new message to your unconscious mind. Over time, those small choices become habits. Those habits become your character, and your character eventually becomes your destiny. That's why small daily actions matter more than rare moments of motivation. A few minutes of awareness every day can become years of personal growth. Your unconscious mind is always listening. The only question is, what are you teaching it every single day? Because the thoughts you repeat today may become the reality you live tomorrow. There's another idea from Carl Jung that completely changed the way people understand themselves. He called it the shadow. According to Jung, every person has a hidden side, a part of themselves they don't want anyone else to see. Their fears, their anger, their jealousy, their insecurity, their shame. Most people spend their entire lives trying to hide this side of themselves. They pretend it doesn't exist. But Jung believed something very different. He believed that the more you run away from your shadow, the more power it gains over your life. Think about it. Have you ever overreacted to something small? Have you ever said something you instantly regretted? Have you ever felt jealous of someone's success without understanding why? Those reactions rarely appear out of nowhere. Very often, they come from parts of yourself you've never accepted. Jung believed that true growth doesn't happen by becoming perfect. It happens by becoming honest. Honest about your weaknesses. Honest about your fears. Honest about the parts of yourself you've been hiding for years. Because what you refuse to face will continue controlling your life from the shadows. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every single day without realizing it. After years, the weight begins to feel normal. You stop questioning why life feels so difficult. But the moment you take that backpack off, you realize how much it had been slowing you down. Your shadow works the same way. The fears you've buried, the emotions you've ignored, the painful memories you've tried to forget. They don't disappear. They simply wait in your unconscious mind, quietly influencing your decisions. This is why some people sabotage every opportunity they receive, not because they don't deserve success, but because a hidden part of them believes they don't. The moment you become aware of that hidden belief, you take away its power. Awareness is the beginning of freedom. Every time you choose to face your fears instead of hiding from them, you become stronger. Every time you accept a painful truth about yourself, you gain the ability to change it. Real confidence isn't pretending you have no weaknesses. Real confidence is knowing your weaknesses and refusing to let them define your future. Carl Jung once suggested that one of the greatest privileges of a lifetime is becoming who you truly are. But that can only happen when you stop pretending your shadow doesn't exist. Don't fight it. Don't hate it. Understand it. Learn from it. And then choose to become stronger than it. Because the strongest people aren't those who have no darkness inside them. They're the ones who face that darkness, learn from it, and refuse to let it control their future. And once you stop running from yourself, you'll discover that the person you've been searching for has been inside you all along. Now that you understand your shadow, there's one final step before real transformation can begin: acceptance. Most people think accepting themselves means giving up, but Carl Jung believed the exact opposite. Acceptance is where change begins, because you can't change something you refuse to see. Imagine looking into a mirror every morning. If there's dirt on your face, ignoring the mirror won't make it disappear. The mirror simply shows you the truth. Your mind works the same way. The more honest you become with yourself, the more clearly you'll see what needs to change. Many people spend their entire lives blaming other people for their problems. They blame their family, their past, their circumstances, their bad luck. But the moment you take responsibility for your own mind, everything begins to change. Responsibility isn't a punishment, it's freedom. Because if your choices created part of your current life, then new choices can create a different future. Every single day gives you another opportunity to become someone stronger. Not stronger than other people, stronger than the person you were yesterday. Carl Jung believed that real growth happens when you stop living automatically. Most people repeat the same thoughts, the same habits, the same emotional reactions every single day. Then they wonder why nothing changes. But your future can never be different. If your daily decisions stay the same, start paying attention to the small moments. The moment you choose courage instead of fear. The moment you choose discipline instead of excuses. Those small moments may seem insignificant, but over time, they completely reshape who you become. Never underestimate the power of one better decision, because one decision becomes one habit. One habit becomes your character, and your character creates your destiny. The person you want to become already exists as a possibility inside you. Your job isn't to create that person from nothing. Your job is simply to remove everything that has been hiding them. Fear, self-doubt, old beliefs, painful memories. Once those begin to lose their power, you'll start noticing something remarkable. The opinions of other people lose their control over you. You stop seeking everyone's approval and start trusting your own judgment. That is the moment real confidence is born. Every fear you face makes the next step a little easier. Little by little, you'll begin to recognize a version of yourself you never thought was possible. You'll realize something incredible. You were never truly trapped by the world around you. You were only trapped by the version of yourself you believed you had to remain. And once that belief changes, your entire life can begin changing with it. Before you leave this video, I want you to remember one thing. Your life doesn't change because you watched a video. It changes because you decide to become a different person after watching it. Carl Jung spent his life trying to understand the human mind, and one of his greatest lessons was simple. The answers you've been searching for aren't somewhere outside of you. They're already within you. The strength you're looking for, the confidence you admire in others, the peace you've been chasing. They all begin the moment you decide to face yourself honestly. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop believing that one day everything will magically fall into place. That day may never come. The only moment you truly have is this one, right now. The person you become next year depends on the choices you make today, not tomorrow, not next month. Today. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. Just take the first step. Read one page. Learn one new idea. Replace one negative thought with a better one. Face one fear you've been avoiding. Small actions repeated every day create extraordinary results. Remember, every successful person was once a beginner. Every confident person was once insecure. Every strong person was once afraid. The difference is, they refuse to let fear make their decisions. You have that same choice today. You can continue living the same story you've always lived, or you can start writing a new one. It won't always be easy. You'll have days when you doubt yourself. You'll make mistakes. You'll want to quit, but don't, because every challenge you overcome makes you stronger than you were yesterday. One day you'll look back and realize the moment that changed your life wasn't when everything became easy. It was the moment you decided to stop running from yourself. Carl Jung believed that becoming who you truly are is one of the greatest achievements in life. So don't spend your life trying to become someone else. Become the best version of yourself. Keep learning, keep growing, keep moving forward, and never stop believing that change is possible. Because the greatest transformation doesn't begin when the world changes. It begins when you change. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If this video helped you see yourself in a different way, don't let it end here. Apply what you've learned today, and let today be the first day of a new chapter in your life. And if you enjoy videos about psychology, Carl Jung, mindset, and self-improvement, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next video. See you in the next one.